Alright, I'm going to be making a video about these batteries and basically what I'm going to be doing with them. This is basically lithium-ion, which is LIFE, P04 batteries. This is actually a headway 12 amp hour batteries. They're actually made for like e-bikes and applications like that, and EV cars also. So what I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to be putting it in my Prius, which is a 2006 Prius. Basically I'm going to use it as a plug-in hybrid, and I got 68 of these batteries to make me the voltage of forgot what it's going to be exactly, but 240 is about what I need to 50 max charged. So this is what it's going to provide me here. These are 3.2 volts each, 12 amp hours. So they're all going to be in series. Now I've got some of these already put together, so let's see if we can't get some more together here. Basically what I'm trying to do is alter it. So it's positive, negative, positive, negative. So basically, if I would put all these in series, I would be with 12 volts at the end here. Around 12 volts. Which actually 40 is an ideal car battery. Which actually also considered using this one battery. For Prius regular battery is ideal. That's battery, this idea. So maybe an option to do there. One battery goes back. Anyways, so alternating batteries, put all series, without here. So that's 12 hours, about 240 volts. Basically, take battery. As simple as. This is how you make it up, one cycle. Just put it in. And you know, I'll do this. And then just got. Now I'm going to do the cap. I'm going to do the cap, so it's actually a version. You can see now, it's a version. Actually, slide these very strong connection. Actually, let's see how this goes. Actually, it's slightly blocked off for some reason. Well, we'll have to all the top of it. Put it in some. Switch back. Can't feel myself. But over. Let's see, alright. So I got alternate right there. So basically, I guess the way these go. Let's see. And then I will start this side. Things else. Main purpose. Yes, that's correct actually. Basically, okay, and then this goes up, and actually flips. Flips right in those. I'll stand up. I'll flips right here. It's very, very solid. Okay. I'll get another one here. So basically, these little bridges go right into the slots. Yeah. Go come in. There goes. Slide that. And that's it. The first pack bit. Basically. Nice enough. That's a low sense. It's tough. I'm gonna have this. Might be a good idea. Strap anyway, right now. That would never fall apart from my anyway, we'll have no. So I got two running shield here. Last shield work on the side. We'll see. Anyways, this is the first part of it. So basically, it'll all go out from this way on. This is going to be the height of it, which will fit perfectly what I need. And that gives me, what, 8 batteries in each section here. So I'm just going to go this way from now on. So basically, I've got to build this far. Oh, getting kind of heavy. So we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 28 so far. So we are more than 1/3 of the way of 68. So it's only going to be about 3 times longer than this. Going good so far. They're alternating, which will be hooked up in series. And everything is good. Alright, I'm going to keep building this until I get it all the way up to the maximum length. That way. Anyways. Alright, it's finally complete. All 60 batteries in beautiful form. So this basically would go in. Actually, it's standing up right now. It would be basically this side would be top. The way I got them. Because the dimension from here to here is exactly what I need for the little panel on top to go. Which will support it. Anyways, battery looks very good. And we'll go from here. It's a pretty nice little pack. It's about 3 kilowatts actually, or right at 3 kilowatt power. So this should give me a pretty good range for my Prius of about 10 miles, I'm hoping. All electric on low speed, and I'm talking about, you know, around 30 miles an hour. Alright, so far I got some buzz bars connected. Basically I decided to go with the copper. The reason was is I wanted a good power flow compared to the little nickel I was talking about earlier. But so I got all this. Had to make these out of copper tubing, but that worked out pretty good. Took me about all the pieces. Took me about 2 hours, maybe a little more, to make all those. Drill a hole in each one. Holes. But anyways, once I get it all connected in series, we'd have roughly about 240 volts DC. So anyways, that's the status. Alright, so I got all the buzz bars connected and actually got the battery in my car right now, as you can see. So basically I got it hooked up in parallel with the OEM battery right now through directly to the lines there. So we're going to do some charge testing and other things. See how it goes. Right now I got it on charging from a Variac. Basically what I got is a Variac about at, what is it? About 85 volts right now. Drawing from the wall about 3 amps or so. Anyways, I got it going to 2 caps here, which is acting like a voltage doubler, doubling the voltage. So then I got got a meter here saying what's the status, and it's 232.8 volts right now, with the 2 batteries combined, charging them both at the same time. Planning on going to about 240, maybe 245, stopping there, because that would be probably 240 would be the max charge, not 245. But anyways, as you can tell, it's going up slowly, so it'll probably take another hour to get to that 240 or so. Anyways, that's the plan. I guess the idea is to see how it does and everything, and then start cleaning it up and putting fuses in and all kinds of stuff, safety wise. A little bit nervous connecting it all because of the high voltage. I know it could kill me probably, but alright, today's the day we will be testing. I'm driving. The charger has been charging overnight, so the battery is full, as you can see. Almost 250 volts, so it's slap full. So I'm going to take it out for a spin on some low EV driving and see what kind of MPGs we can get with this added pack. Okay, basically the way I got this thing hooked up is I got the negative over here, which is this lead here, and the positive is over here, which is this lead, which is the 240 volts. So basically I got the negative going straight, it's right here, going straight to the battery on one side, and the positive I got going through a relay right here, this relay. Basically whenever the vehicle turns on and those relays switch right there, the main relays for the battery, this one also switches, which engages this battery at the same time. So basically I realized that I had to have a diode, so I really need to get a proper diode, but I just built the diode with all the little diodes I had left laying around, and I put 2 fuses of 30 amps each, so I got 60 amps. If anything goes wrong, it'll blow the fuses. That's my safety measures. But the diodes I got on here now can only handle about 45 continuous, but I'm sure they can handle much more bursts. So they slightly get warm just being used, so according to what I can tell, but I think it's gonna be a problem. But basically that's how I got this wired up right now, and let's see what we can get at it. Alright, we're here in the car, and I'm gonna go ahead and start it. Well, actually, before I start it, let's see. I'm using a Wi-Fi adapter there to communicate with my phone. Some of the settings I have here is, let's see here. That's battery amperage right here. The high voltage pack amperage. That's the voltage. That's the SOC, state of charge. That's MG1 power, and that's MG2 power, and that's engines revving. So that kind of tells me when the engine's on or not. That's what I got on for now. There's other options, but that's what I'm using at the moment here. Anyways, this car is retrofit with this EV button. So whenever I push this, it forces the car into EV mode. There's no indications of going into EV mode, it just does. The only indications is when it gets out, it beeps. So sometimes it's a little tricky to know what's what, but most of the time, you know, once you push this and it doesn't beep at you, it's in the EV mode basically. That's what I got, but this is only up to 34 miles per hour, so if I go over 34, it gets out of EV mode. So we'll probably use this once in a while on our trip here to get the most out of our battery pack. Now the problem with the battery pack is the voltage is not high enough. The nominal working voltage is about 220 volts, 225 volts right now, so it's not really doing much until the vehicle or the high voltage battery is at that rate or below. So it's always working on a state of charge level that's too low. So basically what I need to do is I need to add a few more cells to the battery pack, to the plug-in battery pack, to have the voltage difference to be more efficient or effective. So let's go ahead and start the car now. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let it warm up as normal. So I'm pushing the brake, starting the car. Right away you'll notice that there's our high voltage battery pack voltage, and this is connected to the plug-in, so you can see that it drains it right down. So amperage is negative because right now it's charging the main battery. So that's our SOC level, state of charge, not very high, so the engine will have to run a few times here. 0. So let's see what we can do here for a little bit of miles. Okay, the car has still running the engine here. It's warmed up. Our battery voltages went up, and state of charges went up 54. So we are moving now out of the garage. Alright, so far I went about 7 miles, and my average is what, 84. It's going down right now because I'm running the engine. State of charge is building up again, but so far so good for 8 miles now. Yep. So we'll go probably another 5-6 miles or 7, I don't know. We'll see what we'll end up with. Roughly get about 15 miles maybe. My speed is not very high, so probably around 30, basically 30s. I would say an average of 30, just driving around. Sometimes a little quicker, sometimes a little slower, but the average about 30. So that's what it looks like. Right now it's at what, 82. And we're all electric mode again with state of charge of 58%. So I'll drive a little bit more, see how it goes, and make a video when I get back to see the final results. But the car hasn't turned off any yet, and everything runs good. We see how it looks like. Alright, so basically I'm back. And I drove, what, 16 miles about? My average is 90 miles per gallon, so pretty good. So this was kind of slow driving, so it's not really realistic, I would say. I think the more realistic number is my guesstimate of driving 45 miles per hour here and there, you know. Would probably be anywhere from 75 to 80, be realistic. So and that's what the setup I got now. So once I got 2 more batteries, 2 more cells, which will bump up the voltage to about 228 nominal compared to 222 about. So that should bring this should bring that up quite a bit, because more of the hybrid plug-in battery would be able to be used in the beginning. So right now the battery actually is 220 volts, which is on the plug-in battery too. So this battery is probably not even half drained, or about half drained, I would say. Just the estimate though. The plug-in. So even at, it's safe to say you can get around 75 to 80 miles per gallon for about 30 miles. But I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in getting, over 100 for about up to 20 miles. So if I can squeeze that out or not, but that would be the goal. So I got to raise the voltage to get that, and I'm pretty confident that will do it. So actually here I'm gonna turn it off, and let's see. I'm gonna show you how I basically charge this thing. Got that plug right there. That's all I need to do. Anyways, I got this Variac here. Basically, I just put it right here. All this mess in here is just to hold the batteries from sliding around, but I guess this is what happens when you're working things out. Basically, I plug that in. I set this to about 85 volts or so. Usually a little bit less. That way I don't overcharge on accident. And the voltage doubler takes care of the rest and bumps it up. And watch me turn it on. And there goes the charge. So, and this is not going to take too long to charge. Probably, an hour or so. I don't know. An hour and a half. It's not much of a drain on this battery. So, anyways, that's the update for now. And once I get the 2 extra cells to add to this thing, I'm thinking I'm going to need 4 now that I really think about it, because it's 68 cells now, and I'm going to be 70, so I probably need 72. But we'll see what 2 does, and then we'll probably get 2 more. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching.